Finally, folks, a full review of what I believe to be the best scooter on the market, the Duotron Popular. It's Duotron's newest model. So come, take a look with me. So let's start from front to back. Right away, we can see that the tires on this Popular are really small. So, watch my head here. They're only 9 inches by 2.5 inches. Quite small, smaller than even the average commuter scooter. The only tires which are smaller are the 8.5. So these are quite small tires. And let me just remind you right off the bat, this scooter goes at top speed of 65 kilometers an hour. 65 kilometers an hour on these tiny little tires. Some say a little dangerous, I say thrilling and exciting, because you feel every little bit of speed that you pick up. Okay, gear 5, ready in 3, 2, 1. 42, 50. We got her to 53, which for the record is the fastest I've ever gone on an electric scooter. Next, we got brakes on this side. We got drum brakes and an electric brake, very basic, but they do the job well. And then you get to see the 2 bottom headlights here. These are quite bright. I don't have any add-on headlights on my scooter because these are very efficient. They cover a really well area. A lot of scooter lights, not so much. These ones really good. And then behind here, we've got the shocks, the suspension, a very kind of skinny suspension here, but it does the job. It's much more comfortable than a non-suspension scooter. And then next, let me show you the folding mechanism really quickly. So a folding mechanism is quite easy. Just a touch of a button and it folds in half and you can pick it up. And then to unfold, there's a button back here that you click as well. And just like that, you're folded again. Okay, next let's look at the deck size. So here we can see that it's a pretty nice size deck. This is kind of like a commuter scooter plus. It's fast, it's got suspension, it's got speed, all of that, but its size and its sort of like feel as you ride it is very much that commuter, real scooter feel. Now that we've seen the front, let's move to the back. Okay, now the back of the scooter. Here, let's start off with the really cool design mudguard at the back. One of my favorite features of this scooter is its design. I thought it was very attractive scooter, very sexy, very pleasant to look at scooter. That starts with the deck with these really cool lines on it, the white, the red, the black. And it kind of, for me, comes to the boiling point right here at the back with the mudguard start. It kind of looks like a Power Ranger helmet, something like that. It's just got a very, it's got a lot of love, the scooter. That's the biggest thing I love about it. It's got a lot of love to it.
Hey yo, chill, man. Why don't you kick some of that? You know how you do it, man. It's a trip. People don't even believe we're together right now. But tell your story. You know the one I like. Right? Say it for me.
Riders on the storm. Riders on the storm. Into this house we're born. Into this world we're thrown. Like a dog without a bone, an actor out alone. Riders on the storm. There's a killer on the road. His brain is squirming like a toad. Take a long holiday. Let your children play. If you give
bumping in the back. How about that? Drifting, lifting, swifting, coasting, testing, roasting. But the wheels won't stop. 200 on the highway, fresh up off the block. He's a rider, nah, he's a killer. Dressed in all black, but his hat says Stella. Pedal to the metal. I gotta go hard, drive by and say hello. Hey, Fred Wreck, you my mellow. Now let me hear what I sound like acapella. Roll, ride, dip, sweat. Now bring it back, just like this. Like a dog without his bone. I like a G without his chrome. It's hard to imagine the homie dog in the jag and he checking for the checkered flag. Coming in first, never in last. Cause my car too fast. I never ever run out of gas. Cause I'm just too clean, I do it upper class. So fast in your seatbelts, it's so hot, it'll even make heat melt. So get aboard and roll and ride, slip through the
Like
storm.
a dog without a bone, an actor out alone, riders on the storm. There's a killer on the road. His brain is squirming like a toad. Take a long holiday.
And now to my favorite part of the scooter, the cockpit. Let's go from left to right. Starting over here, we've got the hand grips, which look rather cheap, but they are Duotron name branded here. It says Duotron on them. They look rather cheap, but they're very comfortable. Initially, I thought there would be a problem. No problems at all. Back here, we've got our brake lever, and it is rather stiff, but you can adjust it. But it is rather stiff, but it does the job. Again, brakes for me are not a deal breaker if they stop the vehicle. That's really what I asked them to do. I'm not super specific on how it feels and all that, but I'd honestly, that's not why I buy the scooter, to stop the scooter. Next, we've got this little console pad here. At the top of it here is lights for the stem and the deck. Turn that on and off. And then here we got turn signals, left, and then it gives you a little indicator light. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but there's a little green indicator light when that's on, and then turns off when you turn it off. Same thing with the right side. Very handy there. And then you've got a horn, which I really don't want to click in this video because I'm scared I'm going to wake up the neighbors or at least alarm them. It's midday, but you get my point. I really hate the sound of loud horns, and this has got a loud horn. That's all I'll tell you. It's got a loud horn. Then we've got actually folding handlebars on this scooter, which I don't like to have folding handlebars because it always leads to some sort of play after some use, and you have to tighten some screws to get everything back to normal. I've had this scooter for about 4 months now, and I haven't touched anything, and it's still very solid. It's not perfect, but I could adjust it to make it perfect, but it's still very solid. So generally, it's not a big deal. It's well made. That's all you really need to know about that. The middle console pad here, you probably won't be able to see much because it's daytime. We've got the sun shining on us here, but it's a very colorful center display. Got all the things you need. It's got 5 gears, this scooter, gear 1 through 5 in speed levels, whatever you want to call them, voltage, speed, and then battery level. Basically, all the standard things you expect on the display here. Then on the right side, this is the bell. I don't believe this comes with a scooter. I customized this. I took this off my e-bike and put it on here because I don't like using the horn. Again, I really hate that horn. And then the next console pad here is power and gear mode. So you hold it, it turns on the power, and if you tap it, it turns the gear mode from 1 to 5. Bottom here is front headlight. So on this side, you found the deck and stem headlights. Here is the front headlight. And then, of course, you've got the throttle, finger throttle, mini motors, Duotrons, got the light on here, blue light on here, very stylish and very nice finger throttle. I'm typically a thumb throttle guy, but I really love this finger throttle. It's just got a intimate feel to it. When you click on that throttle, you feel like you're controlling the vehicle. And I love that sense of control that it gives. It's a high quality finger throttle. And then of course brake and another handlebar here. So There's your cockpit. All right, guys, thank you for riding with me. I'm gonna clock out. It's been a beautiful day here. The sun is out. It's green and mean and beautiful. So yeah, great ride. If you see this content as something you would watch again, there's gonna be more coming. So give it a thumbs up, give it a subscribe, support the channel, you know the things. Thanks for watching, guys.
Slip through the
Like a dog without a bone, an actor out alone, riders on the storm.